Hello there. This is day 11 of my 10-day in a row video challenge to myself. I'm so excited because I'm here and I don't quote unquote have to be here. But the reality is my 10-day challenge was really just a way to get me to come out and do this and start the habit. And now that I've started it, I really want to keep it going. I really thought that I would have a chance to do this video before the dogs started roughhousing, but I need to focus, let them do what they're going to do unless they get too crazy. So it's kind of like life, setting out on a path, having an idea of what you want to accomplish, and then life happens, right? It just does. And anybody, those people, God bless them, who don't have life happen to them, who never get knocked off course. I don't know very many of them. I think that they do exist, but I think for most of us, the reality is that sometimes life just happens and all of a sudden we have to deal with things that we weren't expecting to have to deal with. This is me, one of my greatest challenges in my life. And I feel like I'm finally getting a little bit better at it, actually, because I've really tried for a long time. And people who know me would probably disagree about how well I've done it, but I've tried to be fairly flexible and go with the flow when life happens and try to deal with it. Of course, what I try to do is I try to control life when life happens. Not necessarily that I try to go the same way, but I just try to figure out how to control it in the way that it's going. Well, I'm trying to get better about setting my course and then when life happens, letting it happen, making adjustments, and then figuring out, okay, do I try to go back in the way I was going, or do I just let myself keep going in this direction? And what I'm finding is that I'm becoming a lot more flexible. I'm also becoming a lot more consistent and true to myself. And the word that I hear used a lot is integrity. And the way I have always used integrity in the past was actually very rigid. And it was doing what you say you're going to do, when you say you're going to do it, and that's it. Never mind the fact that life happens and sometimes you find that you've committed to something that really isn't at all what you thought it was going to be, but by golly, you're going to do it anyway because that's you being in integrity. And you know, I've lived a lot of my life that way. And I've done some things that have ended up hurting a lot of people pretty badly, including myself. But by golly, I was going to stick to my integrity and stick to my word. And what I'm learning is that by relaxing and saying, you know what? This just isn't true to who I am. This isn't true to my values. I can't show up in my full heart. This doesn't feel good. It just doesn't feel good. And I can't do this anymore because it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel right for me to do this. So as much as I regret it, I have to change my mind. And I have to do something different from what I said I was going to be able to do. But as I know that I have that freedom and that authority and power and what's the word? Hopefully I'll remember it tomorrow. As I have more grace and compassion, I show up better. I show up nicer and kinder and more generous because I know that I can and I can trust myself. I can trust myself to take care of myself a lot better without having to be so rigid. And to me, this is my new definition of integrity. And I like it a lot better. I like my definition a lot better because I like myself a lot better. And I like the life that I'm living a lot better. So I don't know if you've ever had issues with integrity. And I do encourage myself and you to show up and do the things that we say we're going to do. Or to be honest and to be in our integrity and take responsibility for the fact that we made a decision, we made a commitment that wasn't in anybody's best interest for us to follow up on. Take responsibility, change your mind, and do it honestly and kindly and with love and compassion. But do the hard thing, which is being wise and being in your integrity. Always discovering what a journey this is that we're on. It's time for me to go because I have a meeting that I need to be at. But I wanted to get my video done. So, wishing you all the best, my friend, until we see each other again or something such. Be sure you like my channel, subscribe, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll keep getting better, do my best, promise. Namaste.